Greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grand rising. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time of the day it is, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome to today's broadcast. I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual healer. I am your wife. Hey, D-Bird Cook. Oh, my heavens. It's been years. How are you, Queen? Oh, my heavens. Debert Cook, oh, what an honor it is to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're in Ghana? Oh, my heavens. We got to talk, Queen. We got to reconnect, Queen. Oh, my heavens. Oh, my heavens. It's a pleasure to see you. It's a real pleasure to see you, Queen. Oh, excuse me. I retired and moved. Oh, my heavens. Listen, I am going to reconnect with you. Retired and moved. We have to talk, Queen. We have to talk. Oh, my heavens. Oh, my heavens. Oh, it's like I win the lottery to see you pop up here this morning. Ah, yes. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Whether you are on TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are joining me this morning, I am so blessed to have you. Yes, as you guys know, I took off Sundays. I am now taking Sundays off. So I was not on yesterday. Greetings from Jamaica. Greetings, greetings. So we have a good friend and colleague, Debert Cook. She used to live in New York. She just wrote in the comment section that she retired, and she's in Ghana. It appears. I can't wait to talk to her to hear all the blessings. I see you guys over there from Jamaica. I see you from South Africa. I see you from wherever it is that you're joining from. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, I want to just share with you and give you a few pointers this morning. But before I get into that, I want to invite you this Thursday at 6 p.m. I am I am the guest speaker for the National Speakers Association Connecticut chapter. So, for those who would like to hear me speak, you can go to their site, NASA, NASACT, and you can register. I don't know how much it costs, but you can get your ticket there. It is at 6 o'clock p.m. in Eastern Time Zone. Hi, Jennifer. And you'll be able to get your ticket there. I don't think you need to be a member to join so long as you get your ticket. So that is that. For those of you who have not yet subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And connect with me on LinkedIn. Subscribe for my newsletter on my website. And as I always say, I'm Googleicious. So just in case you forget where to find me, you know that you can connect with me by Googling my name, Daphne Clarke-Hudson. Get your water ready because we will be doing our water therapy later on in the morning. So just set it aside. set it aside. Debert, my phone number is the same, 203-885-5093. Add me on WhatsApp so we can get into conversation sooner than later, Queen. All right. So, guys, again, we are going to be talking about how to identify your strengths. How to identify your strengths is what we are going to talk about this morning, and then we will move into the conversation. Again, I miss you guys so very much. Go ahead, tap the screen, share the live, invite your community. And it is always my intention to give you, hey, Jazz, it is always my intention to give you some nuggets. And today is no different. I hope that you will get some nuggets from what we're talking about this morning. All right? How to identify your strengths and identify the areas that you need to work on. Some teachers or some school of thought will probably say to you, your areas of weakness. But from my thought and how I teach, we do not have weaknesses. We have areas that we can develop. And that's what we are going to work on this morning. We are going to identify our strengths and the areas that we want to work on. I know that every one of us, no exception, we are always asked this question: what are you good at? And immediately, for those who are courageous enough to answer that question, there comes a follow-up. What are you not good at? The truth is, over my many years of working with individuals, not very many people are willing to answer that question for different reasons. Folks have spent so many of their lifetime, so many years out of their lifetime, comparing themselves with others. And for those reasons, they have completely lost who they are. So when you ask them what they're good at, they don't know, because what? They never took the time to acknowledge who they are and what they are good at. So if you don't know the answer to that question, it is my intention that by the time we finish this conversation this morning, you will be much more prepared to answer the question. I am going to approach this conversation this morning the same way I approach it when I do an intake consultation with a new client. So on your sheet of paper, I would like for you to create, two lists. Down the middle, draw a straight line down your page. Then you're going to have the two lists there. On one side, on the left side, you're going to write all of my strengths and the things that I'm extremely good at. That's for the left side of your page. On the right side of your page, I want for you to write all of the things that you will commit to work on developing. So that's your two lists. You will be jotting down. You can go ahead while I'm explaining. You can begin to compile your list. On the left, things that I am good at, extremely good at, or good at. I love doing. On the right side, things that I need to work on to improve. So now, throughout this presentation this morning, you will be adding on both sides. Both sides. And I would like for you to direct message me throughout the time when you work on your list. And I would like for you to share with me what are some of your discoveries. Or even if you come on the live and want to share it there, that will be okay too. However, I would love for you to commit to doing this activity. That was number one. Number two, ask people that you trust and respect. What am I good at? What am I good at? And listen to what they're saying and write it down. When I was getting ready to change my career from nursing to what I'm doing now, I did the same activity for myself. So I am not sharing with you anything that I have not done. And what I am sharing with you works. The only way it works is if you decide to do it. Now, I don't know if there are anyone is on here that have heard about a term called personality test. Has anyone ever heard of personality test? The two that I am familiar with are Myers-Briggs and DISC. Myers-Briggs and DISC. I started off my career using using the DISC, DISC. When I did the retreat, when I was looking to transition, I did that retreat, a 3 days retreat with Iris Randall, who was a distributor for Clarke-Hudson Learning Institute. And that was when I first used the DISC. And later on, I also invested in the Myers-Briggs. They're both personality tests, but they break it down and show you the different things. When I first did the DISC, the DISC, I doubted it because I thought I was biased in answering the questions. And I said to Iris, I would like to order the computer generated results because I don't think I answered these questions accurately. But I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, we cannot run from who we are. We cannot run from who we are. When I ordered the computer generated results, it came back the same way like the one I did at the retreat. So then and there, I knew I was on the right path to stepping out to what I was supposed to do. And that was then I fully transitioned into becoming a coach, personal development, transformation, and empowerment coach. I later on went into the coaching institute with Dr. Shad Hempstetter, got my certification and became one of the master coach with the coaching institute, where I help to develop folks who want to become coaches. I was one of the coaches that would interview the new people to make sure they understood what coaching was about. Many of them thought it was just because you make a lot of money. They themselves had never worked with a coach. And before they would go through the training, they would need to be working with a coach before they would go into the training. Why am I saying this? Too many people think certification is what makes you good. No, you got to work on your stuff and you got to dig out all of your mess that you have. You got to come to terms with those and work with those things, or else you will be in the chair with a client and all of a sudden Pandora box is going to open up and you will be in total confusion. So do not allow people to tell you that, oh, you got to go get certification. I'm always asking the question, who certified you? Or who certified the first person? It's a calling, it's an understanding. It is in doing the work with yourself that then you are ready to work with people. You can take people by the hand and you continue investing yourself. I've hired some of the best coaches in my life and mentors. But I had to do the work, guys. They guide me along the way, but I had to do the work. And now I can sit wherever I'm sitting around whatever table. I can be vulnerable. I can be authentic. I can be unapologetic. Why? Because I have done the work. I don't have any shame. I don't have any imposter syndrome because what? I have done the work. The only part I was still running from is my spiritual gifting, and thank God he gave me a second chance and allow me to be fully walking and honoring what I am called to do. And I'm not finished. I am still investing in myself, and I'm still working with coaches and mentors. All right? The next step, we talk about creating the list. How is your list coming along? Anybody working on their list? I mentioned about talking about the talking to people that you trust to ask what they see in you. And then we talk about the personality test, the disc. I used to be selling those, and called through, closed and went to another company. You can check out online to see where it's selling. I'm also going to do this research and see if I can recertify with them so that I will be able to continue including the disc in my practice. All right? So moving right along. When you identify your strength, thank you for the roses. Will you be willing to try something new? Try something new. Something that you have never done before. Yes, it might be scary. I remember a few years ago when I was went back to Jamaica on vacation. I made a commitment that I was going to go zip lining for the first time. I don't know if you guys know what zip lining is. It's when you go on those wires and it zip you from one place to the other. And I wanted to have the experience with my son. He said, no, mommy, no, 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 I'm not going. No, 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 no. And he stood there and he keeps saying, mommy, you sure? Yes, somebody say, yes, it's amazing, isn't it? He stood there and he was crying. I said, why are you crying? And I went on the zip lining. I came back. He was still standing there shaking and crying. Do something new, even when it makes you scared. Even when your loved ones are scared, you got to do it for yourself. So do painting, whatever it is that is new. Step out from behind the fear and do something. The next thing I want to share here with you, I want you to on that list that good morning, Queen, on that list that I encourage you to develop. Remember, on the right side of your paper, that's okay. On the right side of your paper, you're going to write the things you are looking to improve. And on the left side, you're going to write the things that you are good at. Thank you. Thank you. How is your list coming along? Look on both of those lists, because the things that you are good at, you're not going to leave them by the wayside. You're going to invest in those things, and you'll be able to catapult at a higher level. And the things that you need to improve, you're going to also invest in those things. Why? Because you are looking to improve who you are. And as you continue to work on those two lists, you're going to find out that things are going to move over from the right to the left. From the right to the left. Evaluate what the investment for those areas is going to be. I tell my clients all the time, the dollar, sometimes fear holds us back. It is like being a kid and taking the first step. Yes, we got to do the things even when we are afraid. We cannot fix that which we do not accept and acknowledge. We got to feel the fear and do it anyhow. I was about to say before I read Jennifer's statement, is that our personal development budget, it is supposed to surpass the other budget, what we use to buy the material things. So how much are we spending on books? How much are we spending on outing? How much are we spending on that expensive coffee? You all know which one I'm talking about. The one that you can't even call some of the names that you go to order. That same money you can spend to buy a book. I tell you, I was off. I have to tell you, thanks to my team, who they are encouraging me to take one day off. And I took the day off yesterday. I was able to give Toby a beautiful tea tree oil pet shampoo bubble bath. He had a good time. I was able to order that book, the one that spoke about breathing. I was able to order that book, and that book is going to be delivered later today. And what can I tell you? Somebody blessed me to get a pedicure and a manicure. That's what they blessed me with. But you know what? I didn't need the manicure. I got the pedicure. But you know what I did with the rest of what she sent me? I ordered that book. I ordered that book. What book it is? Oh, the book is called Conscious Breathing. I will show it tomorrow morning because I'm supposed to get it today. Conscious Breathing by Andres Olson. I come back tomorrow morning and I will show it so that you can screenshot it. So I did my nails, I did my feet, but instead of using that money to do something else, I invested on my personal development. I got a book. I ordered the book from Amazon. And because I'm a Prime member, I am going to get the book today. So not only am I looking on my outside, I'm looking and investing in my inside. Conscious breathing, yes. And I am so grateful to my friend for blessing me, because not only is she enhancing my outward appearance, she also invested. She did not tell me to get the book, but because I know I didn't need the manicure, I said, well, let me get that book. So I'm sharing all of that to tell you, evaluate that list that you have. Evaluate, see what area on the list. Use a different color to check mark the things that still need some brushing up on. Those of you who was here I think it was 3 days ago when I spoke about the power of your breath. That was when I realized for my entire life I was taught to breathe incorrectly. How many of you have been taught to breathe through your nose and out through your mouth? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And that's why I got that book. Because guess what? Many of you will be excited to hear about that book too. It enhance all areas of your life. Your breathing. So you couples are going to be so excited once you realize that you start breathing properly. All of the areas that's being enhanced. Anyway, ask yourselves the question, what am I going to be willing to invest in? So again, just to summarize, create the two lists. On the right, you're going to list the areas you want to develop. On the left, you're going to list the things that you are good at. However, you are looking to improve them. Ask the people you know what strengths they see in you. Do get some personality traits. The two that I've used was the DISC, DIXC, and Myers, MYERS, Myers-Briggs, and the DISC. Many of you who have worked at corporations, you probably have done those because corporate use those personality traits with their employees a lot. Try new things. Even when they make you fearful, try them anyhow. And evaluate the list that you have and make a commitment. Make a commitment to invest dollars in getting the help which you need. What would be the investment? What it looks like? Are you going to be putting the money aside weekly or monthly or bi-weekly? When you make your budget out, have a list that says personal development on that. Are you going to start with $25 a week or a month? Do it, because you can get a lot of things for $25. You can get some ebooks. You can get videos. You can get books that you read. You can get hard copies, or you can get audiobooks that you play in your car. Those of you that drive around a lot. The interesting thing is that you invest in you, because you will not be able to identify your strengths and develop the areas which needs development unless you do the inner work. What we're talking about has nothing to do with you having a college degree or whether you went to high school or not. Has nothing to do with it. So get rid of the imposter syndrome so that you can begin to live life. I have a friend who says, girl, I'm in university. When I ask which university, she says, I'm at the University of Google and YouTube. What she's saying, all the things she wasn't able to learn or pay attention to when she was in school and younger, she just need to get on YouTube or Google and she can find anything she wants to learn. Anything she wants to learn. So I'm saying this to encourage you. Please do not sit around and throw the towel in. Do not give up on yourselves. You have your whole opportunity in front of you. What they say, it is not finished until the fat lady sings. It's not finished until the fat lady sings. So, for some of us, that fat lady is never going to sing because it is not finished. Each and every day I get up, I want to make sure I'm learning something else. Those of you who have known me for a long time, and if you were local to me and drove in my car with me. You all know that back in the day, my car was a mobile library. No one was able to sit on the passenger seat next to me because that's where I had that little wicker basket with all of my videos in there, an audiobook. And I would pop it in when I'm going to Hartford or wherever I'm going. I would pop something in, and that's how I would get many of my reading, a lot of my reading done. I've read many books by doing that. When I buy the hard copy, I also buy the audiobook. All right? So let's do the water therapy. Please get your water and let's do the water therapy. Yes, as a cancer survivor, I learned so much from health advocates about better health and YouTube, and it's free. Yes, that's Dawn. Dawn Rock, Rock, Raccoon over on Facebook is saying that. Thank you, Dawn, for your affirmation. Yes, we become complacent and we give up. And people spend too much time sitting before the television, watching the things that's not in alignment and conducive to their health. We got to spend time to make sure the things that we are consuming is really lifting up and honoring who we are. So thank you so much for that statement, Donnie. Now, for those of you who probably have not participated in the water therapy before, please get your water. Bless your water. Water is energy. And what we do each day here, we supercharge our water. And we let our requests be known. Are we looking for healing? Are we looking for clarity? Whatever it is, we ask the water to do that for us. So I request that this water will go directly to each of my organs. It will also go through the different systems that my body comprises of. It will enhance their functionality. If there are any disease that is lurking in my body, I ask that this water will flush it out. And so it is. Let us drink. Please go ahead and put ready and let us drink. I encourage those who are just starting it for the first time to please start the journal so you can track what you are working on, so you will have evidence and testimony to what this has done for you. Let's drink. And so it is. So I'm so grateful. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Sign up for my newsletter on my website. And please share my information with others. For those of you who are looking to consult, You can text me at 203-885-5093, or you can go to Daphne Clarke-Hudson BOOKSY.com and schedule your appointment there. We will meet on WhatsApp. And again, those of you who would love to hear me speak, I'll be speaking on Thursday evening for the National Association of Professional Speakers, Connecticut chapter. You can visit their website at NASA, ConnecticutChapter.org, and you can register there. All right? So I will see you guys right here on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you back right here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Love you guys.